straight line to the pitcher, and we stride out. And then we want to turn our belly button to the pitcher. Okay, so go ahead, stride out straight. Now turn our belly button to the pitcher. Remember the PVC pipe stays still. All right, belly button kind of on an upward path. Okay, we don't want to just turn left all the time. We're not driving NASCARs. Okay, we want to turn up and then left. Okay, think about your back hip pushing your front shoulder out of the way. Okay, when you see a good hitter, you'll see their front shoulder work up first and then out, not straight out. Okay, go ahead, give me some more. What do we got? The hockey drill, yeah. Again, if I'm playing hockey and I'm shooting a slap shot, I want to shoot towards my goal. I don't want to come across the puck and shoot into the stands, right? So you can get a piece of PVC pipe for $2.50 right here, and this can be a great tool. We also did the split grip half swings, right? Where we're stopping. It's really important to learn how to be able to stop the move too. Think of your swing like a car. Okay, so if I'm driving a car, what makes the car go?
Brake pedal.
The engine. Okay. So what is if I'm looking at my body? What is my engine? My lower body. I would say like my pelvis and my lower body. Okay, so that's my engine. My arms and my shoulders and my hands and my back. What is that like?
The wheels.
Exactly, the wheels. Okay? And a lot of times what happens is you guys use the wheels to try to start the car. It doesn't work very well. Okay? If I'm turning with my upper body, I'm just going to spin off the ball right away. Okay? I'm going to collapse. I'm going to use all my... Where do I lift the most weight? If I go over on that squat rack and I put 300 pounds on it, do you think I got a chance of squatting 300 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You think I got a chance of benching 300 pounds?
No way.
Okay? So I want to use my big muscles in my swing versus my small muscles.
You couldn't even squat it.
Okay? And that goes along with that whole holding the bat too. If I'm cocking my wrist like this, what has to happen to my wrist for me to hit the ball? Release, right? So then all of a sudden my swing gets really handsy, and I'm using these big muscles in my wrists. Does that make a whole lot of sense? No. Okay? The other thing too, kicking a soccer ball. Think about kicking a soccer ball. That's the same move as my hips working when I swing. Okay? Couple things I didn't hit on. Strike zone discipline. This is one of the big things that we worked on with the Orioles, and that's just like cleaning up our strike zone discipline. So when we have two strikes, what's our goal? What are we trying to do?
Hit on it.
Good answer. Would you say foul it off? What else? Not strike out.
Like wait for a good pitch, keep down, pitches off.
With two strikes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's a good answer. So with two strikes, what we want to do is we want to minimize the strike zone. Because a lot of times what happens is you guys will expand the strike zone, and then all of a sudden you're swinging at pitches that are outside of the zone and getting ourselves out. Okay? So we would actually tell our hitters that it's okay to strike out looking, because we want to take those pitches that are off the center of the plate. Anything that's off center of the plate, we're taking. Okay? Because we can do the most damage with the pitch, that good pitch that's right down the middle. And that's kind of what we talked about. Good hitters swing at good pitches. Okay? You guys know who Ryan Mountcastle was? Ryan Mountcastle used to swing at everything. But he would also hit a lot of home runs swinging at everything. Problem was, he would swing at the pitch that's at his eyes, and he'd hit 1 out of every 10 out of the ballpark. The other 9 were outs. So all we did was just say, stop swinging at that pitch. When he stopped swinging at that pitch, then everything got better. His plate discipline got better, he got more pitches to hit, because now the pitcher had to move the ball down in the zone, okay? Then he got more pitches to hit out of the ballpark. So he became a lot better hitter, his OPS went up, he got on base a lot more. So minimizing the strike zone, okay? What else? This ball right here, I didn't go over this ball today, but parents, this is an awesome tool for every hitter. It's called a tap connection ball. It's a 12-inch connection ball. You can get it for like $12 on Amazon. I use this with some of our best hitters in our whole organization. And basically what it is you can put it in your back arm, or you can put it in your front arm. And let me explain this. So you put it on your back arm between your forearm and your chest, and you just try to hit with that thing in there. And it's okay if it comes out, but what it's going to do is, how many of you guys have PlayStation or play video games or whatever? So what it does is, and how many of you guys have heard like staying connected in your swing? Okay, staying connected would be like me having my PlayStation cord on the top and my extension cord on the bottom. So we plug those two in, okay? If I yank off my top half, or I yank my top half off the ball, what's gonna happen? Yeah, that extension cord is gonna come off PlayStation, no game, okay? But if I use my lower body to take that extension cord with my PlayStation cord, see how everything stays connected? And that's what I mean, it's like two power cords being plugged together. So that's what this ball does, it keeps us connected, it makes us rotate properly, okay? And there's no coaching involved with this either. It's, you just give it to them, make them figure it out. You don't have to know anything about hitting, just they'll figure it out on their own. It's like self-organization. So great tool. Again, just a quick example with this. I had Jordan Westbrook come up with us. He tore up low A. He really struggled with us for like the first week and a half. He had a really tough time switching to the pitching. And I made him hit with this one day. He was like, you know, just kind of going through the motions with it or whatever, hitting off the tee. That night he goes out, goes 2 for 4, hits a home run. Next day he was looking for the ball. Comes back in, hits with the ball again. That night goes out 2 for 4 with another home run. Next day, comes in looking for the ball. He went 4 straight games with home runs, used the ball. Needless to say, he never not used the ball again. Okay? Every day he was using the ball, making sure that he was getting his movements in right. So if you move, hitting is more about moving better than actually hitting. Okay? If you can move better, you're going to be a pretty good hitter. Okay? And again, time, creating time. How many of you guys have a leg lift, and how many of you guys have like a no stride swing? So leg lift, raise your hand. No stride, raise your hand. Anybody got a toe tap? Some of you guys just don't do anything, just stand there. All right, so the difference here, leg lift, okay, meaning I'm lifting my leg and going. No stride would be me going like back and forth. And then a toe tap would be me like stepping back and then going forward, okay? Let me explain this. I said this earlier, the hardest thing about hitting is trying to figure out the timing between when the pitcher releases the ball to when I start and when I get my foot down to start my swing, right? So a lot of your guys' issues are not have anything to do with your actual swing path or your swing or your hand-eye coordination or anything like that. It has all to do with your timing, okay? So what I learned, and this is true, this is scientifically proven, what I've learned is that if you have a leg lift, it makes it easier for you to figure out the timing, okay? It gives you more time. I talked to David Freese, who played for the Cardinals for a while, the Dodgers, and he told me that so many more major leaguers or young major leaguers would stay in the league if they learned just to start earlier. And AJ, I was talking to you about hitting in here. I said just start earlier, right? And then all of a sudden you start popping balls. You guys have to start early and get to that back leg so that I can create time to get my swing off. Think about gathering to long toss, okay? I don't long toss like this, right? I don't have this quick, short movement, right? I got this big, long movement that goes. Okay, so same thing with hitting. I have to gather and then go. I can't try to do all of that at once. Okay, if I try to do it all at once really fast, my head's gonna bounce all over the place, I'm not gonna see the ball. Okay, hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things in all sports. So let's not make it any harder. Start early, start slow, and go. There's one guy that does a really good job with the toe tap, and it's Vlad Jr. He'll go back early, he'll gather, and then he'll go forward. Okay, so make sure you start early enough. Okay, and I would suggest that all you guys start to work towards some kind of like early toe tap or leg lift, because it's easier to fix now than when you get to high school and you can't figure out hitting good pitching because you have no stride. Okay, you have no stride to determine what the pitch is. What else I got? Any questions from anybody about anything we did today? Parents, you guys hear anything that questions about? Talk about the grip, shoulder. Remember, our shoulder plane is our swing plane. If I swing like this all the time, that pitch better be up here every single time. Okay, my swing plane, again, if I have that PVC pipe over top my shoulders or on my elbows, and that pitch is this height, how do I hit that? I have to adjust my shoulders to it. Okay? I can't just go. Does that make sense? No. Just like that. All right? Everybody good? All right. Well, thanks for coming, guys. Have fun this year. Good luck.